Hello. Through this video, we'll try and understand theory of comparative advantage, which was given by David Ricardo in 1870. Theory of comparative advantage was given by David Ricardo in 1817. In his book, Principles of Political Economy, he argued that a country should specialize in production of those goods that it produces most efficiently and buy goods that it produces less efficiently. To support his argument, he assumed that there are two countries, Ghana and South Korea. Further, he assumed that Ghana has absolute advantage in producing both the commodities and have comparative advantage over South Korea in producing cocoa, whereas South Korea specialize in producing rice. He further assumed that 200 units of resources are available in both the countries. Ghana is efficient in production of both rice and cocoa. To produce 1 ton of cocoa, Ghana will need 10 units of resources, and for producing rice, it will need 13 1 by 3 units of resources. Therefore, if Ghana will produce only cocoa and no rice, total output will be 20 tons of cocoa. Similarly, if all the resources are utilized to produce only rice, then total production will be 15 tons of rice. In case of South Korea, it was assumed that to produce 1 ton of cocoa, 40 units of resources are required, whereas to produce 1 ton of rice, 20 units of resources are needed. South Korea specializes in producing rice as it will need less resources for production as compared to cocoa. If all the resources are utilized to produce rice, 10 tons of rice can be produced, whereas only 5 tons of cocoa can be produced if all the resources are utilized for production. From table 1 and 2, it can be observed that Ghana has absolute advantage in producing both commodities and comparative advantage over South Korea in producing cocoa. In such a scenario, will Ghana gain from trade with South Korea as it has advantage over South Korea in producing both the commodities? So should Ghana produce both the commodities and do not indulge in trade? Or it should trade with South Korea as South Korea is not as efficient as Ghana in production of cocoa and rice? Now, if both the countries do not trade with each other and equally distribute available resources to produce both the commodities, then Ghana will produce 10 tons of cocoa and 7.5 tons of rice, whereas in case of South Korea, total production of cocoa and rice will be 2.5 and 5 tons respectively. Total production of cocoa and rice by both the countries will be 12.5 tons each. Whereas if both the countries engage in production with specialization, which means that both the countries utilize 200 units of resources to produce commodity in which they specialize. Now, since Ghana has advantage in producing both the commodities, so it is assumed that Ghana will allocate 150 units of resources to produce cocoa and 50 units to produce rice. Ghana will therefore produce 15 tons of cocoa and 3.75 tons of rice, and South Korea will produce 10 tons of rice and no cocoa. Total production in this case will be 15 tons of cocoa and 13.75 tons of rice. Since countries were engaged in production with specialization, therefore, to fulfill the demand for other commodity, they trade with each other. So Ghana and South Korea swap 4 tons of cocoa and rice. After engaging in trade, Ghana has 11 tons of cocoa and 7.75 tons of rice, and South Korea has 6 tons of rice and 4 tons of cocoa to consume. Here, it is assumed that price of 1 ton of rice is equal to 1 ton of cocoa. Through example of two countries and two commodities, theory of comparative advantage argued that potential world trade is greater with unrestricted trade than it is with restricted trade. Trade is a positive sum game in which all countries that participate realize economic gains. Since there are a lot of assumptions in the model proposed by David Ricardo, therefore it is difficult to predict trade between countries in real sense. Hope this video helped in understanding theory of comparative advantage. Keep tuned in for more videos in the area of international business. Thank you.